Okay.
Okay. So do you guys like the rain?
No.
No, me neither. What do you guys think are the safe rules when it's raining?
Umbrella
An umbrella, yeah, that's right. What else?
and glove. And you can wear gloves too.
Yes,
And a scarf and a jacket.
yes, that's right. Because you could get what? You could get sick, right?
Yeah.
So the essential safety tips of the rainy is don't touch electric wires. Why do you think that we're not supposed to touch electric wires when it's raining, when it rains? Do you guys know? Because you might get what? Electrocuted, right? Can you guys hear me? You guys can unmute. Okay, and then you're supposed to avoid walking in the rain because you might slip and fall. Take precautions against mosquitoes because you know rain brings mosquitoes and some of them are bad. If you're driving, drive slowly and carefully. Unplug electronic appliances. Make sure your windows are shut properly and keep umbrella and raincoat handy. Prepare for an emergency kit. Just in case we have like a, I don't know, like a storm or something, it's always good to have things ready so you guys don't have to go out to the store to buy anything. And you guys already have it at your house, right? How do you prepare yourself for rain? You check your roofs before the weather turns. Be sure to check the condition of your roof just in case it's really heavy rain and nothing happens. The water doesn't go through the roof. Clean your gutters and downspouts and check your drains. You're supposed to seal your windows too. Prepare for wind. Trim your trees. Sometimes when it's raining, what happens? There's a lot of wind, right? And you're supposed to well, trim your tree so that a branch or anything doesn't fall and go through a window. You might get hurt. Some, you know. Inspect your a better way with, it says a better way with square one. So why do we have to be careful on the rainy day? It says because there is a frictional force acting between the two of the objects, so it acts with the surface of road and the surface of our legs. So we have to carefully, because if rainy days, the friction of the ground or road is comparatively less than the summer of the season. You guys have any questions? I'm gonna read you guys a little article about rain. It says negative effects of rainy weather. It says a good rainstorm nourishes plants, replaces local water supplies, and provides the perfect backdrop for curling up with your favorite book. Of course, as with anything else, too much rain can lead to a host of problems, many of which can linger long after the storm ends. In addition to the obvious impact of mood and outdoor activities, it says rain brings negative effects for wildlife, the environment, and even the economy. So a rain could bring a lot of damage, pretty much. So there could also be floods. It says rain can transform a small stream into a raging sea of water in minutes, leading to dangerous flash floods. A period of rainy weather could cause rivers to lakes to overflow their banks, spilling water across the ground and damaging homes, cars, and business. In the United States, which maintains some of the most advanced flood warning and communication system in the world, floods kill 140 people and cause 6 billion in damage each year. In lesser developed countries, the effects of flooding may be much worse. It could also do dangerous roads. Nearly a quarter of all car accidents occurred during bad weather, and most take place when the road is simply wet, not snow covered or icy. Most drivers simply don't take change their driving habits enough to operate a vehicle safely during rainy weather, according to Science Daily. So we learned what? That rain could cause floods and it could dangerous when we're on the road, right? We also have wildlife. It says rain in the Great Britain in 2012 prevented butterflies from mating and wash away families of insects, according to the BBC. Not only does this affect the insect population itself, but it also reduces the population of birds and other creatures that feeds on these insects. So it could also, the rain could also cause, our wildlife, like the butterflies, our insects to wash away, to like pretty much go away. Our agriculture, farmers depends on rain. So a lot of people that do farming do need the rain for their crops, but too much rain can actually harm the crop. So if it rains a lot, what happens? The crops go down, right? So rain floods fields, washing away seeds and precious topsoil. Wet weather encourages bacteria and fungus growth, which can further damage crops. Unusual amounts of rain affect the total crop yield as well as the taste and quality of fruit and vegetables. So if it rains a lot, it could ruin everybody's crops. And obviously, people that work at farms, they do this like before they know it rains. So it could really affect them. The economy, rain takes a direct toll on retail sales and attendance at outdoor events and festivals. Reports that BBC wet weather in 2012 significantly reduced sales of sports gear in England. Golf Digest reports that a rainy day can easily cost a golf course thousands of dollars, which is a big loss in industry where most costs remain fixed. So it could affect to economy with your money, because if it rains, people can go like go watch a soccer game, go watch a golf game, any sports that it's outdoors, right? It says every time an inch of rain hits 1,000 square foot roof, 20 gallons of water rush through the gutters and down spouts. During heavy rain, this can cause overflow and flooding. Those small rain spills under your neighbors' eaves actually help reduce the problems, even if you find them tacky. Understanding the purpose of rain barrels may inspire you to set up some yourself. It says rain barrel operations can vary in setup and style, but their overall designs and operations is the same according to Cornell Corporation. Essentially, a pre-made rain barrel costs 100 to 150, and you can make yourself much less. The typical small rain barrel, which holds about 55 gallons of water, is made of food grade plastic. An old wine barrel can also be used. A hole is cut in the top of the barrel and downspouts from gutter is redirected, so rainwater collects it. When it rains, the barrel fills up with water. So it's telling you what to do just in case you could, be safe, and just in case your drains are too flooded, what you could put like pretty much buckets or whatever you have. So it says how this helps. It's several hundred gallons of water rush into the sewage system for a single 1,000 square foot. Imagine how much water flows into it from a typical neighborhood. In a natural system, rainwater hits the ground, filters through the soil, and percolates back into underground, and then slowly re-enters waterways. In a city, paved streets, parking lots, and driveways create a blockage in this natural cycle. Instead of slowing, finding its way back to streams and rivers, the rainwater quickly runs off into waterways or washes into sewage system. It says water conservation benefits. Using water from rain barrels help conserve water rather than using municipal water to lawn or wash car during dry periods. So when, like in the valley, it's sometimes it doesn't rain a lot. So if it rains, it could help us out a lot too here because we don't get a lot of rain. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. So it just depends on the year, on the weather, how it goes. So if it rains, a lot of people, use the water instead of using the water that they usually do as a daily routine. So what did we learn so far? That rain can cause floods. It could cause danger roads, soil erosion. The wildlife would cause too agriculture and economy, right? And it tells us how to pretty much help ourselves if any of this happens to us. To save the water, we could put extra buckets, anything, some streets, depending on where you live, some streets do get flooded. Not a lot, but they do. And it tells you to be safe when you're driving. And okay, so there's another one that says one of the most important safety tips for this rainy season is to stay away from electric wires, especially the ones that have either fallen from heavy rain or are dangerously precautionally from the pole about to fall off. So it tells you like if you see a tree, if you see any wires that are on the streets, do not get close to it. Anything that you see that has the rain make it fall, to not get close to be careful. It says although a lot of people don't realize it, these wires are mostly still live and touching them could potentially be fatal. If you have kids, educate them about the importance of staying away from fallen electric wires and poles as well. In case you see these wires lying in a puddle of water after rain, stay away from it as far as possible. Since stepping it can possibly electrocute you, since these wires tend to break during heavy rainfall, keep an eye on the electric poles in your area and alert concerns authorities if needed. This might also save others from unfortunate accidents. So if you see a electric pole that has fallen, what are you supposed to do? Stay away, right? Do not get close to it. What would you guys do? You guys go and touch it?
No, stay away.
Yes, that's right. Are you guys supposed to call who? If you see
The
something,
electricity.
yes. It also says that you need to call, who do you need to call?
The firefighter.